swear I'm not gay. And to prove it, most of the guys I've had sex with have said so. Well, it seems to me, Lord, that this old bow just don't fit. Well, I can jump in a rose bush, come out smelling like those misters dressed in blue.
Well, hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
What a wonderful day it is today in our money-based economy. Well, sit back and relax and get ready for the guy who's about to ruin everything.
I'm puzzled. Are you really seriously suggesting that Jesus Christ was a mushroom?
Wayne, Jesus was a mushroom Roberts.
Yes. You are dealing with a secret cult, a secret society.
Welcome to Waning Interest.
Welcome to the Waning Interest Podcast, number 116, June 17th, 2023. The Babbling Dabbler, the smallest click on the internet, the pinball brain in your favorite machine. It's like a diary or a book, but not as stale or coherent, blah, 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 from a more mentally challenged Forrest Gump. Or if Mikey and Mouth from the Goonies played a lot of bareback leapfrog, and then this little douche squeezed out, but then started looking like that. That's right. That's a Wayne right there. That's a Wayne. That's a Brendan Wayne. That's a Wayne, because it's the Waning Interest Podcast, so everything I can find about Wayne. There's a Wayne in Maine, and I should be the fucking mayor. Waynus, anus, in your taintus. That I just pulled out of my... Everything fits. Like a glove! Plug, but what? It's all about the ass right now. For some reason, I don't know. We're live. Holy shit. I haven't gone live in a while. I haven't go live at 5. Holy shit. Didn't mean to do that either. That just popped into the... Wait. It must have been all the cheese. And then... lots of grapes. I said, after 3 days of bread and cheese, it's time to go grapes. Because I didn't want to go full gone into the vegetarian stuff, into prunes, because prunes taste like shit. Holy, everything fits. Synchronicity. I didn't mean that with the fucking Leonard Skinner, with the Double Trouble lyrics at the beginning, with the gay stuff and the ass. And, speaking of ass, holy shit, this is funny. Oh my God, this is going so smoothly. God, we're killing already. Oh my God, we're only how many minutes in? Are we live? Are we on? Are we cool? Is everything fine? 3:37. Yeah, whatever. Stop looking at that now. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, so because of the ass stuff, we're already into it. In my little box of notes, which is just a little bit. Wait, does the first part make sure? Right. I was going to mention, for some reason it came up, what was it? Some work that I'm doing, and my past radio stuff and things have come up, and it came up. It all fits like a butt plug, like a vibrating butt plug that has multiple levels. And I thought it was funny because some of the folks that were reacting to my resume, which has fisting on it because I worked on a dairy farm. Because what, when, why? That's in another podcast. You go back. Did I mention the Patreon link is in all descriptions along with Spotify and Apple and everything? Yeah, so let's get back to the butt. But, it's all about the T's. What was I saying? Oh, somebody asked, something came up. I was talking about the first time I felt like I had like fans. Was with the Ron Ron show in '97 when we went to Key West and did a couple of live gigs on a Friday and a Saturday. And after the shows, I was told to go with Fred, the guy who did parody songs. Fred, dude, pussy hound, awesome dude, hilarious. Back now, we took a little dip back into the Punani. Oh, that's a Ron story too. And Joe Buffett, us three producers were told to go out to the lobby after the show and hang out with a bunch of the fans that were hanging out and wanted to meet people because they weren't going to do it. You know, they were already heading back to their hotels. And I wasn't expecting to be signing an autograph, any of that shit. I was already kind of buzzed. Well, the first show I don't remember because I was drunk through the whole show. But I do remember being put out there and then all of a sudden there might have been it might have snowed in Key West that day, weekend. It might have, because of a certain character named Flathead. So I was able to, all of a sudden at the end of the show, hey, what's up, everybody? Whoa, oh, there, now, Batman. Oh, I'm wearing a shirt, Batman. Go hang out with blah, 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 the fans with Fred and Joba. And, meet us back at the hotel. Don't remember that. But I do remember immediately going out after that quick snowstorm, going out there, and people, oh, you're Batman, oh, that. And then people started asking me for my autograph. And I'm, what? You want me to write Batman? What else do I write? Do I write George and Michael and Val and Adam underneath? Whatever. I don't know, whatever. Something ass. Somebody said something about ass, if I remember correctly. So I went, that's what, eat my ass. So I wrote Batman, eat my ass. And then everybody, they thought it was funny. And I was like, this is funny? Oh, that's right. It's snowing. Of course it's funny. Everything's funny when it's snowing, right? Jesus, this is going so well. I'm only 10 minutes in. Yeah, I'm going to keep this to 20. Don't want to overstay our welcomes. Hey, Charles. So the first, so that's the point. That story was supposed to come later, but because we were deep into the colon of the Waning Interest podcast, I tell you the Patreon link and the spot, they're all in the description. Yeah, that's the only ads we do here. We're deep in, as Thor would say, the devil's anus. It's right over there. No, it's right. It's everywhere, really. It just depends on when you're going to do DMT, because that's, DMT. Yeah, you're going through the Bifrost. That's what it is. That's where that comes from. Mjolnir is a anthropomorphization thing of the mushroom, or anywhere, any kind of bush that you can grab out of the ground that gives you DMT. Lots of them. Bush. See, we've gone from butt to bush. This is not written. There are only bullet points. And that wasn't one of them. Bullet. That's bullet. There's something that you can shove up your ass or your pussy. Good thing we're live, right? Right. Oh, speaking of that, Ron, that's one of the things. To pop it out. That just made me think of another story of Ron. We had a sexpert on, Natasha something. It's 1997. Natasha something. Anyway, being what is it? The producer, which is a whipping boy role, along with all the prep and stuff you do. I was one of her toys that she brought in that she was talking about. I had to put right at the beginning, not the beginning of the show, because she came on like maybe the third hour, and I had to put this thing around my package, vibrating egg, and somebody else had the Ron and Bennington had the remote to fucking just go, ugh! And because it was wrapped around my package. Howard Sternish kind of shit, but way funnier because Stern sucks. Fuck that corporate cunt. Nice segue, sir. You're welcome. Everybody's welcome. What a piece of shit. Unvaccinated shit. The J turning into the N. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, nice tight. That's like an ass reference a fisting reference that nobody gets. Fun. What? When? Did you hear the squirt? It was just air, because I douched. So, speaking of douche, there should be no such thing as charity anymore with our tech today that's created using taxpayer money. Meaning we're the OG owners buying our own fucking overpriced products. Anyone needing what we call charity would be instantly taken care of in a logical system where no one should be homeless, hungry, or poor. Happy Friday. Oops. It's Saturday. I never thought about doing it. I always refer to Friday. I spell it with a Y. Oh, dude. Fucking doctor's office calls me today asking, can I speak to Wynay Roberts? You fucking serious, dude? Is staffing that bad? You can't even pronounce my Wayne. You pronounce it Wynay? Are you fucking serious? I only heard that one other time. This just came up. I didn't even mean to say it. My daughter and I are at a farmer's market. And we go up to the thing in Los Angeles. Fucking Jesus Christ. This is a decade or more ago. And she was like 10. And of course, it's Los Angeles, so it's a farmer's market, so there's different speakers of different languages. So this story is way more understandable and a lot funnier. Wasn't my fucking doctor's office. So we order some food, and went at one of the little food places that were like, there's fucking 20 of them, along with other things, where I bought this. And I see that, and I'm getting this, and this, and they write it on the bottom of a paper plate, and then it goes to the back, and folks cook it in a little tent. And I saw them write Wayne on the thing, because I said it's for Wayne, and it'll be about 10 minutes. And then my daughter and I are hanging back, like fucking 20 feet from the tent, like kind of in the middle, and just watching people walk by, kind of in a line. And all of a sudden, we're just looking around talking, and hear this, Wynay? And we're still, oh, yeah, man. Wynay? Oh, sweetie, fucking, oh, check that out. Wynay? And all of a sudden, daughter, she's, Dad, what? I think they're I think they're calling your name. What? Why name? What? Oh my God! Nobody else is. Yeah, maybe. And I go over to this, and it's our food. That's the only other fucking time that happened, and that was funny. But they didn't know. They was. I don't remember what the fuck. It was. It was a burrito place. Fucking Mexicans. Jesus. That's the only time I ever heard that. It was fucking, Jesus, what, 14? Yeah, something like that. It was over a decade, 15 fucking years ago. I heard a whine in my doctor's office this morning. Can't make the whine, Robert. Are you fucking kidding? I'm not being a cunt. This doctor's office fucks every fuck. I'm switching doctors. Because, where was that? Did I have a doctor thing on there too? Why is that ringing a bell? Ding, dong, ding. Why is doctor thing? Why is it doctor? Doctor. Maybe it'll come up later. Well, it always does. So, yeah, doctors. Oh, God, fucked everything up. Oh my God, every fucking thing they do. I'm still waiting on my vitamin D prescription to be renewed. It's been 3.5 weeks. There's one of the biggest things to help to keep you from getting the flu and that thing that's kind of like the flu and other things is vitamin D. And for some reason, my prescription was not filled, and it hasn't been filled for almost a month. And the same people that go, why nay, have not filled that fucking thing, even though it's been passed on, according to texts to me from why nay office. It's been passed on to doctor. I still haven't heard from my pharmacy saying, hey, motherfucker, vitamin D is ready. I ain't heard that shit. Whiny. You fucking tools. No offense to that one person, but Jesus fucking Christ. You gotta know full well that this guy's been pissed off for 3 fucking weeks with all the texts I've been sending and been receiving. Well, we passed it on to the doctor. What? When? I'm turning into the Mandalorian. Because that picture's been sitting up there and I haven't changed anything because I meant to fucking go to a bunch of other shit. I didn't mean to go on this rant. Fuckers. Notice I don't mention any names. In a world where laughter was king. Hey, I ever tell you I'm still in over 2 years in a workers' comp thing? Won't mention that company, but wow, they're not on top. They are when it comes to the massive wealth transfer to the top that came, within the last 3 years or so, whatever that fucking, what was that? That was something that happened. They're on top, but their name says otherwise. Get it? I hope so. I didn't say it. Fuck you, anybody that wants to say otherwise. Yeah, still in a workers' comp thing with them where I blew things out. Yeah, surgery. Remember I told you about that? Surgery just over a year ago. Yeah, tennis elbow and golfers. Is it tennis? Yeah, in both. Yeah, fuck, whatever. Shh. That's why I'm still fast, though. Because, Brandon Wayne is the Mandalorian. Related to John Wayne. Racist fucking cunt. But we shaved off that. You're supposed to break the cycle according to country music. John Wayne would be a country music person, right? And the whole thing at break the cycle. Wasn't that something with some country music thing? Yeah, we broke the cycle. We ain't racist, but we still make racial jokes because, we're crackers. And crackers can, especially when they're part Native American. And they've been gay a few times, so they can still say that F word with the 2 G's, right? Doug Stanhope made that joke. Oh, God, I love that. And I need a big black cock. Just, just lay it over my fucking face right here. And I can take a picture and I can still use the word faggot and then go, when somebody gets all pissed off, like, hey, let me show you. Here, look at this. Look at this picture. Yeah, see that big black cock across my mouth? I can say faggot. I, shorten the joke because, my dick is smaller than Doug's, and that's fucking small. We're talking hung like a gnat. Not really, but for show purposes, holy shit, we're only 21 minutes in. Oh my God, this is gay. My daughter called me a transphobe because I don't care for people's stuff and they're splitting stuff in their cocks and then going beating the shit out of women. You're a transphobe. You've been hanging out with some other person too long, lady. You got to get back to the whip. It's much more interesting. Oh my God, we're live. Oh my God. Oh shit. Can you tell that I'm a Blue Jay fan? So where are we? Oh wait, hold on. Little commercial break here to where I can I can delete things that I need to delete so I don't get confused later, because we're probably gonna get more and more buzzed and stoned. I got a friend that I've done some work with, and come to find out, motherfucker is a serious. I thought Brett Brock and Beckham, my friends, Brett Brock, you can go back. There's some older whips. There's a whip all about Star Wars with me, Beckham, and Brett. All about Star Wars because we're Star Wars geeks. I thought we were geeks, and I knew there were big geeks out there. And I've met a few that are really big geeks. But I've come across a new one, and this motherfucker blows them all away, and this motherfucker should be paid by Lucasfilm to do what he does. This is insane shit. And you're looking at one thing that he built himself. That's his board. I'm going to show better. This is insane. I have seen that fucking one of those lightsabers. Oh, wait, let me go back. Brett and Beckham. Yeah, go back on some whips when we talked about shit. And Brett is an artist. And the thumbnail of that whip, I can't remember the number, whatever. That fucking Mandalorian shit, that was Brett. And his links are in that description. Check his shit out. His artwork, my friend Brett, fucking insane. We know Nashville synchronicities, lots of cool shit. Brett Brock, Husky Boyo, on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram and shit. Anyway, whatever. Enough about Brett. Fuck you, cunt. Anyway, I sent him these pictures, and he was like, "What the fuck, dude? This is insane. Awesome." I knew you'd appreciate. And that's what friends do. We share. This is sharing. I share, when I come across a new Star Wars dork, I share that dorky shit with Beckham and Brett, and that's it, because that's all I know. Except for on the whips, the Waning Interest Podcast Pack. Did I mention the Patreon, Spotify, whatever? Oh, so let's go to the next one. Look at this. This dude fucking made this shit. This is real shit. This is not plastic. Let me go back. Fuck, let me go back to that motherfucker. Dude, he brought that into me. He brought that to me. Put it in my hand. I mean, this is like real shit. Heavier than this microphone. And this is a heavy microphone. This is Rode Podcaster that I've had for many, many, many years. Thank you, Rode Podcaster. I've never done it. There's no ad. I'm just saying that, yeah, whatever. Just mentioning it. But heavier than that, real metal. He made his own lathe because he didn't even have one and he couldn't afford one, so he made his own lathe. And he's done all this work shit with it. That thing has a chip in it, so where you can change all the sounds and the lights and everything, and you whip that around and you jerk it in certain ways. Back to the butt. So back to the devil's anus in Ragnarok. Ragtime. Yeah, people bleed it out of their twats. People bleed it out of their asses. It's all ragtime. Wasn't that an 80s movie about the blues? Because you got the blues when your ass and your twat be bleeding. Punani, Ron, another reference to Ron. Yeah, what was her name? Kulani Coconuts, a porn star we had on. Kulani Coconuts. And as she's talking, she would blah, blah, blah. We asked her questions, and then Bennington So Punani, no, it's Kulani. Oh, sorry, Punani. Didn't mean for that one to come up. It's a good thing we're live, sir. Yeah, because it makes me just don't pause. Ooh, and when I do have to pee, I've got a video to play for you. Where was I? Oh. Ready making this shit. I swear to God, I've held one of those lightsabers, and there's green. You can hit it to where it turns green. Oh, and you can change it. There's pieces inside to where you can change the sounds that come out of it, and sounds from the films. There's all kind of. It's fucking insane. I'm like, dude, nobody. Does anybody? Oh, sometimes I sell them on eBay. What? You've never even been to a Star Wars convention? No, can't afford it. I've had some stuff in my hands, Star Wars wise, that was insane. This blows everything away. Look what else he did. Fucking done that. That's not some piece of plastic. That's real shit. And then with the wood, he did that. If you picked that up, you would think that shit was going to be a real lightsaber. That one there. And he's got a bunch of those. Then he's got a bunch of those. And the piece de resistance. I didn't want to use that fucking phrase because I hate the French. I'm kidding. That's where Jim died. They're the ones that had the China White Coke. Oh, that was because the Count was there. Oh, you do your own homework on that with Pam and the Count. Whatever. Dude, you want to go Star Wars geek? We're going Star Wars geek. We're going Mandalorian. From that, fuck you. Beat that shit. That's real. Look, that's Remy, but he said something about he wanted me to make him look like the Mandalorian, so I did my best. Look at those forearm, what is it? Forearm, guards. Shin guard, forearm guards. I don't know the anatomy. I wasn't a scientist. Yes, I am. Of course I'm a scientist, because I know when I drink too much fucking tea, it affects my bladder and my poo-pee. Back to the ass. See, it's always going to come back to the front. Oh my God, I just quoted Metallica and I didn't mean it. Back to the front. Missed the taint. Oh my God. Go back and watch anything. If you ever hear some character called Miss the Taint. Oh, did you hear that? Dude, Tom Rhodes, stand-up comic, buddy of Doug Stanhope, buddy of Ron Bennington, been around forever. Fucking guy doesn't get his fucking due. Tom Rhodes. I'm gonna have to go get my pack of cigarettes. That was really stupid, but it worked for now. Dude, when he had a show on NBC, somehow it got passed where he named one of the characters Mr. Felcher. And it got past the whole fucking thing. And the show lasted more than 6 or more episodes. The Tom Rhodes show. Mr. Rhodes or whatever, NBC, look it up. He named a character Mr. Felcher and it got past every fucking thing. You know who played that character? Ron Glass from Barney Miller played Mr. Felcher. It all comes back to the ass if you get the reference. That's the other funny part about this podcast is those people, all the youngsters, like I mentioned earlier, they don't get many of my references. And it was funny where today one of them said, oh, I understand that reference. And I went, hey, dude, nice fucking reference to the Avengers, Captain America. And he went, I don't remember seeing that. Like, oh, you just said that. Oh, I understood. It was fucking hilarious. And he kind of has the Captain America hat. And if this fucking guy, he doesn't look like it, he's one of those dudes like Tracy Caracito from my old coworker, Whip 10111. I don't know what the fuck, Tracy Caracito. Look at those. Go back, Patreon, Spotify, Tracy Caracito. Same kind of thing. You look at Tracy, if you met him in person, you're like, yeah, he's just kind of a dorky guy or whatever. Dude takes off his shirt, Captain America. This dude that said that, what I just said, the said of the what, up the ass thing, fucking all about the taint, the one that said just today, I understand that reference. He's 20 years old. He's sharp as shit. He's into Wall Street. But dude, if you saw him walk by, you just think he was just some, whatever dude. If he walked by without a shirt, you'd be like, dude, what fucking gym does he go to? Holy shit. And that's why it was funny, because he doesn't even know that he was quoting Captain America. And that's what it is. You get it? Right. Whatever. Oh, let's get back to Rennie, sorry. That is real shit. That's not aluminum foil, man. And that shit makes noise. It makes the whole noise from Empire Strikes Back. The movie that made me want to wear cargo pants. Luke Skywalker was wearing, like khaki cargo pants and a cargo jacket-ish thing. But that guy that played Luke Skywalker, what a douche! Doesn't even know that he's fucking promoting Nazis. He's a corporate... What did I say at the beginning of this fucking podcast? What number is this? Uno. Says. Uno says. Sorry to the Spanish. That's what I do as a joke. It's no insult. It's just, instead of saying the actual number, I just go by the individual thing when I do my Spanish-esque thing. It's kind of like, floating between the punani and the starfish. Why is my hat... Man, it's always backwards. Oh, it's almost like... Oh, that's even funnier. I love it. Why do I not have my shades? Where's my drink? It's right in my hand, but I have to fill it. This is all the bulk time. Did I ever tell you I'm a big... Oh, that was the other thing for the youngster, because Rennie is my age. Dork. Love you, motherfucker. And he's loving my shout out to him. I swear to God. But I did this all before. He's not loving it now because he has no idea it's happening, because he's sleeping, because he has a big family. But when I tell him, hey dude, the newest whip, you're all through it, you fuck. He's gonna make Jedi sperm. Nah, I'm kidding. Padawan sperm. Neither of us will be Jedi, but he's a hell of a lot closer. Obviously. Fucking guy. Oh my God. Imagine if he and I were friends since we were fucking kids. Like if we were actually Mikey and Mouth from the Goonies. Oh my God. Imagine that sperm. Ugh. So, good thing he has a wife, and the gay guys tell me I'm not gay no matter how much fucking sperm they squirt in my face. It doesn't matter. It's weird. I try and try and try. I've hammered a hell of a lot more nails, and they won't call me a carpenter. And I've had fucking, and still won't even call me a cocksucker. I can't do anything right. That's why this is therapy. Oh, I'd hit Lisa right now, but I don't want to leave Rennie. Why do I keep saying Remy? Oh, because what's his name just died, who played Remy, superhero thing, 1981. What the hell was that? No, Reno. No, Rennie. What the hell was that? Treat Williams. Remo Williams. Told you I'd get it, you fucking whips. Waning Interest Podcast Pack. Did I tell you about the Patreon page? Selling the links, all links are in the description. Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Rumble. Yeah, if you want to see the Nick Cersei one, because the tubes of views took the Nick Cersei one down because of the title, so you have to go to Rumble. That's why I'm covering my face. You know, we're doing a censor thing. Freedom, America, freedom, we censor because we don't know what those titles mean. It's just the guy's fucking resume. It's nobody's opinion, tards. I live right next door to where there used to be a mental institution, so I can use that word because I used to take care of them because that's where I bought my cigarettes and played basketball. So when they were out for recess, and the ones that didn't have helmets and were sitting there hitting their heads against the brick wall, the ones that wanted to play basketball, well, I was their coach. And I was the coolest coach you ever fucking met. And my stepbrother and my friend Lee will tell you the same because we all acted the same way. So we can continue buying our cigarettes in the snack shack. So we wouldn't have to go to town and then everybody go, hey, I thought you were fun buying cigarettes. So we would just ride our bike a mile, not even a mile. And Stephen King's mom used to work there. Seriously, I'm not saying the name. That would be indiscreet. Land of Pine. But it barely gets mentioned because apparently a lot of bad things happened. I didn't see them, but there are ghosts. Sorry, I was asked not to smoke on camera. Sorry. But they didn't say anything about weed. I just got this new pen today. Hi, how are you? Oh, Rennie. Hey, that fucking guy made that shit, dude. That's heavy duty shit. That's like if you tip that thing over, it would make the same exact sound as it did in Empire Strikes Back, which of course was added in later on by Ben Burtt. Look at that. I shout out even the credits. I watched the credits. You know who emphasized my watching the credits, which I did before, but I emphasized it even more after fucking being a hero listening, and then I get to work with Ron Bennington, and then he talked about, and I already knew from listening to the show, and then working with them, and they were real about watching the credits, and then making jokes and doing trivia about who was in the credits, who did the set decorator for this movie, that movie, because did you sit through the credits? A lot of people put their fucking ass and effort into that fucking movie, and that's what I say now because I worked in a bunch of them, and I did a bunch of them in TV shows and whatever. I watched the credits, and I taught my kids to do that, and they'll tell you. And Bennington helped me, but I did it before anyway. What was the point? Fuck, forgot something about smoking pot. Bennington, it'll come back. Oh, Bennington, dude, Ari Shaffir. Remember I talked about Jew? I've talked about Jew a lot on this podcast. Jew, I've mentioned Jew many times. Ari Shaffir, one of the best fucking comedians of today. And will go down as probably in the top 50, no question. Just the amount, the different things that he does, and his ideas, and the balls, the fucking cojones on that Jew. What about him? Oh, he ended the Skeptic Tank, his podcast. Last one, and what does he do? Motherfucker, hilarious. All of it, Skeptic Tank. Always check out this. Go back and watch. There's fucking 519 of them. And the only reason I know the number totally is because his last one he did with Ron Bennington, who was his inspiration for interviews and stuff because of Bennington's Unmasked that he started many, many years ago. That Ari came across first and didn't even realize what it was. He thought it was an album by somebody else. And what a finish, how hilarious. And I'm trying to get Ari on the whip. I'm putting out. He's taking a big break, and then he said that if you want him on as a guest, put it out there. I put it out there. Help me put it out there. Whips, help me put it out there. Tweet or Instagram. Hit him on Instagram, Ari, about being on the whip. The mushroom stuff and Bennington, and to know that I've fucking worked with Bennington, Ron back in the day before, Ron and Fez, which Ari doesn't know much about. How fucking great would that be to shoot the shit and tell him about those stories that I've already told a bunch already, that I didn't mean to. I didn't even mean to get into this. So, good thing we're live. Bennington. Why did it start with the Bennington thing? Why did Ari got into Ari? Oh, and to end that, fucking the mushroom shit. Imagine me and Ari Shaffir talking about Jesus was a mushroom and all the shit, all the mushroom stuff, and fucking and from ayahuasca with Christmas Carol and Ibogaine, and to Game of Thrones, to Willy Wonka with mushrooms and Alice in Wonderland and E.T., the E.T., DMT. Imagine me and Ari Shaffir talking about E.T., DMT. That's what it's really about. It's about DMT and mushrooms. Imagine me and Ari Shaffir doing that right now. That would be insane. Just that. Fuck everything else. Just E.T. Me telling Ari about E.T. being about DMT and mushrooms, which you can find on another. Which one is it? 112? I don't know. I go through it. It's like this, but I go through it. I use pictures for you audio folks on Spotify and Apple and whatever, Stitcher and stuff. And whoever rips it off and makes a bunch of money, I don't make Patreon. Did I mention Patreon? Because 116 podcasts and I don't make a dime. I've only made enough to fucking pay for StreamYard and Libsyn and all my time. This is a one-man operation. I don't have a producer like Ari Shaffir did. Yeah, he had a couple lesbians. He would talk about their eating box. One of the funniest things. But that's the cool. Oh, Skeptic Tank. I was talking about Skeptic Tank. You gotta fucking watch it. One of the coolest things, and I didn't even realize it because I didn't really get into Skeptic Tank until way after I started the whip. And one of the cool things about Skeptic Tank that's ended, and the last one was with Ron fucking Bennington, who named me Batman. The first 2 hours, my first show, Ron, I was Bruce Wayne. And within, I think it was the third hour where he changed it to Batman. It might have been the third hour of the second show that I did in early '97, that went till September '97. It was either the first or the second show. He named me Batman. It was Bruce Wayne. He named me Bruce Wayne, and there's a whole story before that where I would have been their main producer, but main. But it all, I talk about it in other whips. Patreon, Spotify, Stitcher, whatever. There are no ads on the whip. Did you notice? Where the fuck was I? Ari Shaffir. And Skeptic Tank, when you go back and watch him, the best part, he does the best commercials, the few commercials that he did. I can't stand commercials on a podcast, and you don't see them on the whip. You don't hear them. Well, I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I can't do all that kind of shit anyway. And I don't want to be that big. I want to be big enough to where I can, what's happening, baby? But that's it. I don't want to. But anyway, if you go to the Skeptic Tanks and watch them, and I, like I said, didn't get into them until after I had started the whip, And at the beginning of all of them, he does a monologue. Not only the spots the commercials that he does, and when he does them, like MeUndies, he does a thing where he actually pulls out his cock, and it gets blacked out by his producers that he can afford because they're lesbians. So, box eaters, that's what he calls them. I'm just saying. So, shit like that. But he does a whole monologue, usually 10 to 20 minutes monologue before he gets into an interview, which is inspired by Bennington. He was inspired by Bennington, Unmasked. And then at the end of them, he does another monologue from a different location sometimes not. Like his last one, he did it from a graveyard. All dressed up, suit tie. Fucking guy is so great. Jew, you fucking Jew. So, what else? And his fucking music, his song. Ari Shaffir owns this song. It's fucking it's Willie Nelson's granddaughter, right? There's Hank Williams Jr.'s granddaughter. I don't know. I think it's Willie Nelson's granddaughter. Ari Shaffir owns this song. This song is owned by Ari Shaffir. It's fucking awesome. Go watch the Skeptic thing. Did I tell you there's no commercials on the whip? I just sit here and talk about other people's fucking podcasts because I'm a douche, and other people's fucking artwork like this fucking guy, Rennie. Jesus, I'm awesome. I'm so fucking cool. Hey, did I tell you about the Doors update? So I'm doing like a little, I'm trying to keep this 90 minutes. Where am I, by the way? Oh, 46. Oh, yeah, we're killing it. We're fucking killing it. Because I'm going to have to pee soon. And what did I grab to play for you guys? What did I grab? Oh, I grabbed a good one. Speaking of grab, so I didn't hit Lisa. I got Lisa all set up. All right, I've said hit Lisa a few times, and some of you are new. You're not all whips. So hit Lisa means it probably didn't play there on the video side, so I'll have to play it again. So hit Lisa means that's Lisa. And sometimes I have a little punchline. I'll go, and to emphasize it, I'll go like this. That's hit Lisa. Just so you know. Because I'm not a violent person. Unless you fucking fuck with me, motherfucker. Then I'll say, I just had surgery on my elbow. So, there you go. And we'll get back to Rennie. Dude, like I said, that will go fucking thud, just like in Empire Strikes Back. And all the sounds the lights will do just like the movie. And there will be he can plug in, and he does a thing where all the sounds from the film, all the things, I love you, I know, will come out of there. And this guy, nobody knows this fucking guy. This guy should be paid by Lucasfilm truckloads of fucking money. This guy used to be a ward of the state, and he should be the opposite now because of what he does. And on his own time with his own shit, he made his own lathe. I'm not, go look his shit up, I didn't ask for permission because I don't do that. I always ask for forgiveness because that's what Phil Hendry taught me. So there, bitches. Oh my God, I gotta pee. So here's your treat. This is me. What is this? Oh yeah, Beckham. I asked Beckham to be on tonight, but he had to go to sleep because, he works for the CIA, so he's got to get up and spy on some people later. And he's a Star Wars geek. That's why I asked him to be on. But he couldn't do it. So in honor of Beckham, while I go pee, this is, I don't know, what, 90? I don't know which fucking one it was. I don't know. Anyway, this is me telling him a story where, Dawson's Creek story, where I was telling Rodney Rude joke to everybody after they yelled cut, and we were sitting around and we were doing new setups, and there was nothing going on, and I told a Rodney Rude joke, and there's much more to it, but this is a little part of it, and it's fun. My sister had this friend who had a baby, and when the baby was born without the arms or legs or a body. It was just a head. But it was a good-looking head. Anyway, it's Head's 9th birthday. And his father said, come here, Head. Got a nice present for you. Head said, it's not another fucking hat, is it? Now Head's 14. And he's in a swimming tournament.
That's wrong, dude.
Which is funny in itself.
So you started doing this whole bit?
Anyway, they say on your block, get set, go. And he dived in and went straight to the bottom. And no one took any notice of paying any attention. And after 5 minutes, someone rescued him. And he's really pissed off. And they said, what happened, Head? He said, oh, fuck, I got a cramp.
His name is just Head. What did they do? They just balling?
Oh, I love that fucking so much. I haven't told that joke in so long. Oh, fuck, I got a cramp. He's just a head. He can't swim. Oh, fuck, I got a cramp. Anyway, now Head's 21. And he bowls in the antler.
Oh, God, dude.
I hope you get the bowls part. The antler's a bar. Can't believe I'm telling this joke. He bowls up the bar. He says to the bartender, he says, give me a beer. The bartender gives him a beer. He said, now get the straw out of my collar. Now put it in the beer. Now put it in me mouth. Now lied the bastard. He says, now, do you have dart competition at this hotel? Hotel bar. Bartender says, yes. Now get a dart and put it in my mouth. Feathers first.
The fuck?
Now, wait. Now throw the fucking board at me.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Anyway, I didn't think I was going to make it back before it was over. Boy, was I pushing that pee. Pushing the pee. Pushing the pee because of drinking too much tea. Oh, see? Oh, the Doors thing. That's what I was talking about before. That's why my hair's so long and I haven't cut it yet. Oh, I just keep dipping it like Hogan's Heroes. I don't know why that made sense, but somebody... Oh, was it Richard Dawson's character? Had his hat was like fucking... I don't know. Something made sense there. Somebody got that. Where are we? 53. Oh, we're fucking murdering because we're only going to go 90 if it goes. Oh, yeah, we have to go 90 because I got some stories. We did that one, right? Did I mention working at Bumble, Facebook dating? They're all laughing at me. Well, because I don't go out. I don't fucking go out. So that's what I have to do. And I don't even get matches. I can't even get to a date because nobody fucking get matches. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's my LA phone number still, but it's still, but my location is set. It makes no fucking sense. But I don't go out. This is my night out. This is it. I don't go out. Fuck that. Except for to rehearsal. Doors update. That's right. So, yeah, I put out, actually, Craigslist. It's funny because we're all laughing about it. All four of us are laughing about it. That I just, I don't go out. So not only Bumble or Facebook, I put an ad on Craigslist, local, right around here. I'm a maniac that's somewhere in the mid-south part of Maine. about being a Van Zant Morrison type vocalist. And then some guys contacted me about we're actually putting a Doors hour together. You want to come audition? I did, and it went really well. Really well. Thanks to my other microphone that I have, which was donated by a director of a film that I did years ago. He just doesn't remember that he donated it. He let me borrow it and then never asked for it back, and I forgot that I had it, and that was 6 years ago, so he doesn't remember. Neither do I. And neither do you. So I'd hit Lisa right now, but you already know what that means, so you already heard the So, what was I saying? Oh, Doors. So, yeah, so I will be, you know, the guys are a little bit older than me and much more seasoned. I mean, fuck, man, Dennis, guitar player, he's been a teacher for 30 years. Dude can play anything. Flash, the keyboard player, apparently a legend in this area. I didn't know. I'm playing with a legend. Legends, they can act. Especially when it comes to mushrooms and Jesus. But they don't know about that stuff, but I'm learning them. Even though they're the older ones. It's the younger teaching the... it's like Luke Skywalker going up to Yoda going, dude, do you realize you're forgetting the fucking DMT part? So, Steve, the drummer, badass. Wears a vest. Dig it. So anyway, we've had a good time, and they want, so before we hit record on anything, we're sounding pretty good, but before we do, let's have a few more before you hit record, instead of just using your phone to remember the lyrics because you're a stoner. I said, okay. I'm not the leader. I'm the youngest, but I still am the one going, this means this means that. I've taught them about some Manson stuff, and they were looking at me like, do we really want this guy? Yes, we do, because nobody's ever had this much presence and actually, I think Steve, just because my microphone my Sennheiser is so good that was donated to me. So good. I picked up this part where Steve, the drummer, was saying to Flash and Dennis that, dude, he's like Bill Hicks and Morrison if they squirted out a little demon. And I went, he gets it. He fucking gets it. And then the next day, he called me and he said, hey, I just wanted to tell you that, cool shit. All right, bye. And I went, you fucking liar. Why you couldn't say it to my face about the demon squirt? Pussy. Demon squirt pussy. Didn't mean that either. This is all off the top of this fucking Tampa Bay, was it Blue Jays? I know that seemed hacky to some, but most people fucking laughed because I know what's funny. I know what you want. What song is it you want to hear? Oh, did I show you my new pen? I didn't mean to. I went to my dispensary today and I asked. Where is it? Hold on. Well, I can't do it now. Well, yes, I can because whatever. Hold on 1 second. I just dropped the mother. Oh, and I caught my belt. You are so... It's all about the ass. The devil's anus. And also, yeah, there was a whip. How many whips ago? It was back before I started doing the video whip. Way back, I did a fucking... Dude, I did a whole part. I did a thing where I pointed out the shit. Didn't mean that. The Marvel stuff. The Endgame. And all the ass references in Endgame, along with, of course, Ragnarok. And dude, it's all about ass. Even the director. We had salad. You know what I mean? Some people won't get that, but a lot of people don't get the fun. Whatever. Anyway, point is, what I was going at was, I was looking for a new head to this pen. I just said I wanted one of these, and it was sitting next to, but it had the same name. One of those had the same name, Sunburn, and the one laying in the thing in the display in front of it was this thing. Was a one-time thing, but its flavor is Sunburn as well. And I thought I pointed the right one. And then when I got home, I went, ugh, and it's a one-time thing, so where it's not one where you just get a new head and you recharge your battery. A new head. Get some new head, ladies and gentlemen. Get some new head. Always get new head. Love me 2 times, baby. Love me twice today. It's all about head, right? Love me 2 times, girl. I'm going away. Anyway, this is a one-time, meaning that you can still charge it, but you don't replace it. It's just a thing. I'm not saying the brand because I don't fucking know it. It doesn't say it on here. It just has a label, but I ain't showing it because we don't do ads here. I'm just telling you what I did. Well, I didn't do it. She made a mistake. She threw this in, and when I got home, I went, but that's not what I asked for. I wanted the... And it said Sunburn on it, so I could see where her mistake was. All right, okay. And then it doesn't have a very good taste, but as you can tell, the effects are well. As you can tell, the effects are well. I did not mean to do that. Man, we got rhythm. Can you tell I'm a bass player and a drummer and sometimes vocalist? I refuse to call myself a singer. That's an insult to actual singers. I'm just a vocalist and an impersonator. Impressionist. If you go back in the whip clips and full whips, you'll see where there's a great moment where I didn't mean or just pull it out of my ass again. It's all about ass. Even the whip is all about ass. Whip that ass. Whip that ass. Oh, just came up with that one. That's new. Fuck, it's a good thing I went live. But there's a part where I tell Dan Knopf, what is it? Shit, what was I just saying? Fuck, I just got lost. Oh, shit. That didn't mean that either. What is it? It'll come back. Something about from the whip with Dan Knopf, creator of Carnival. Chapter 1. Whip 114, is it? Yeah, it's the one before Bill. The one that I did about, all about Bill Hicks. Oh, that's a good one. Fucking A. I played my first, I finally, I didn't realize after all the time that I had played, or I had at least set the link up for my first ever real set, which was like my 7th set after, my first set after a few open mics. So show after doing a class at the Improv in like 2015, something like that. But I'd forgotten because I'd lost a bunch of sets that I used to record on my phone because you can't, a lot of places you couldn't record video of your sets. They would record them and then make you buy them. And but you could, hit your phone, the audio thing on your phone. And I always set it in the back. I played it, yeah. Anyway, the last whip, I finally realized, oh yeah, I do have a few that I actually was smart enough to go, oh yeah, send that to listen to that one. That's decent. Most of the shit got right. Blah, blah, blah. Only like 7 or 8. But I had like, I don't know, fucking 25, 30 in a phone that just were in the phone that I hadn't gone, but just to look at, or listen to and go, all right, good, all right. But were overall, usually because they were open mics, not real shows. So you weren't really going by, you had to dig to see what was, that's what the homework that you have to do to make sure you're doing your best, that Rogan and all other comics talk about. Not that I was I've never been paid. I was still, like I said, even though I won an award for being funny in radio 25 years ago, 20-ish years ago, almost 25, and other stuff, but stand-up wise, I never got paid. I'm just more of a glorified open micer, but I was pretty fucking good. Most people, if you heard my shit, you'd be like, you never got paid before? What the fuck? I'm also not I don't do ads. I don't put it in and I would take breaks, and I don't like to leave the house, and whatever. What was the point? Something about eating my ass. It's all about ass. Where was I? Fuck. Bumble, Facebook, Bennington. Where was I? Holy shit. I told you. Speaking of ads, really good stuff, apparently. Whew. Well, in this tea that I made, pretty decent as well. It's not mushroom tea, but again, imagine me and Ari Shaffir talking about mushrooms and DMT and ET and Willy Wonka and Wizard of Oz, and holy fuck, we'd blow up the internet. We'd cause many hemorrhoids without even mentioning Kobe Bryant. Who saw that coming? I don't know. Deep cut fans. That's who. Oh man, I know I left off a bunch of spots. I know I went off on a couple of tangents. So we'll find them. That's what the whip is about. But we've only got how much time? What did I say? Oh, we got about 20 minutes left before I can wrap it up and then do the thing, because I don't want to go any more than 90 minutes. Oh, speaking of, don't say speaking of, that's fucking hacky cunty shit. At least I'm doing it in front of you and calling myself. That's what we do here. Star Wars picks. Yeah, we did the Star Wars picks. We did Rennie stuff. I want to make sure we played Beckham thing. Star Wars fan. Yeah, we should put this back up, seeing how it's a Wayne. We should put that back up. Rennie got enough of his thing. Ew, that sounded gross too. What do we got? I don't know what that is. Shit, let's see what this is, just to make sure. Oh, that's Lisa. All right, what's this? What's this?
I had this friend who had a baby.
Oh, sorry.
And when the baby was
Oh, god damn, blooper. My own fault. I meant to remove that shit and go back to that there. Yeah, I meant to remove... Beckham, get the fuck out of here, you cunt. I love you, I'm kidding. You CIA plant. So, let's see, we got that. Yeah, we got a Wayne on the screen. We got two Waynes on the screen. We got a Brandon, and we got a Morrison. What? That didn't make sense either. Oh, we said Red Sox. We said Blue Jays. We said Tampa. No, we didn't. We made a joke, but we never actually said Rays. We made a stupid... I'm trying to get back to that thing that I was trying to remember. It's a good thing we're live. Did I tell you that I needed to light another cigarette? Did I ever tell you I was a race car driver? That got fucking in way too many accidents on the stock car circuit. How many believe that? Dude, my dad actually believed the grease man who was on DC 101 before Howard Stern. He went on to do a bunch of stuff. He got in trouble for stuff. Glenn, what the hell's his real name? I don't know. Grease Man was great. He made a joke on the radio once that he was one of the fucking Village People. And like I was a fan of Ron. My dad was a fan of Grease Man. But I wasn't dumb enough. No, actually, when I was a fan of Ron before I worked for them. No, there might have been something that I did believe, just like my dad believed when fucking Grease Man said that he was one of the Village People. He fucking believed it. No, that's true. No, Dad, no, he's fucking kidding. No. Grease Man said it. Li la li la li la li. What is it? What was the other? I did this, this old whips back when it was audio only, 2019, 2020 ish. No, 2019, I think, when I did that Grease Man shit. Mesmo. What is it? Yo, mama. What is it? The mama thing? Mama Ben. Fuck, I didn't mean to get into the grease, man. How fun. Get it? I used to have I had a joke. Oh, it was in that fucking, that's where it was. It was back to fisting. It was about fisting. Yeah, because I was talking about, Whip 115, about Bill Hicks and his influence on my comedy and my sense of humor. Mentioned Bennington as well, because that's where I heard Bill died. It was from Ron Bennington before, 5 years before I worked for him, 4 years before I was his whipping boy and Padawan, and still a Padawan, never gonna be a Jedi. Hicks, shit, what? See, shit, it's always about the poo. What the hell was it? Hicks, fuck, shit. Cigarettes, no. Damn it. Too bad I can't go back. What was it? Hicks. Don't try too hard. You might poo. Remember, you still got 15 minutes. It'll come to you. You just said come. You dirty fucking punani. Bennington. Ron. Early. Hicks died 94. Before that, what was it? Something. Whip 115. Where I talked about. Fisting. I swear to God, that wasn't written. None of this is written. The bullet points. I haven't touched bullet points in a long time. I can't even see the screen. Fisting. I talked about, because my first fisting was, I worked on a dairy farm. Me and my stepbrother worked on a dairy farm that was like 2 miles down the road from our house. And when I was a junior in high school, he was a freshman, and we worked alternate days. And this is when we first became stoners, where basically we worked together on Saturdays and Sundays, but through the week we alternated days. But I was older and I had my license, so I would drive him drive home from school, and I'd drop him off if I was working. That was my foot. That wasn't my ass. It all fits like a glove butt plug. Rhythm. It's got to be rhythm. It's fucking insane. I can't believe it's live. This is live, folks. This is live. The Waiting Is podcast is live. Where's my drink? Arthur Bach is another influence, if you didn't notice. If you're new to the Waning Interest Podcast Pack, all links in description, Patreon. But where was I? Oh, fuck, I did it again. Bill Hicks, what was it? Oh, shit. Fisting. Dairy farm. So, yeah, we turned into stoners where, so I would drop him off at home if it was my day to work, and then I'd drive to work, and then after work, after a couple hours of shoveling shit and hay and everything, it was 55 cows. And they went into a thing, and I wasn't part of the thing where they stuck the suction cups on their teats and sucked all that milk. I wasn't in there. I took care of the hay and shit, and so did Tracy. And so if I was working after I was done after a couple hours, then I would drive to the store and get a bunch of Score candy bars and Cool Ranch Doritos and Mountain Dew, and then I go home, and then by that time, our parents were in their bedroom. They were watching TV and whatever. And so when we would turn on The Wall, Pink Floyd, The Wall, throw it in the VCR. VCR, dude. Talk about ass. It's all about ass. Fucking big ass tapes, shoving them greased up. Or Weird Science, or Porky's, or Bachelor Party. Oh, actually, what we had was a VHS of those 3 movies from HBO. My buddy Alan, who had HBO and lived in town, we didn't have cable. And he would record shit and then give us tapes because he had HBO and he would record, and we could watch them over and over. Or if he was working, I'd take him home. He'd get dressed for work. I'd take him to work, go home, start smoking pot already. Or like he would do when I dropped him off. And then when he was done, I'd go pick him up. Then we go to the store, do the same thing, get the score. And the Doritos, back, whatever. What the fuck was the point? Oh, well, anyway, one time, the owner of the farm, who was a very weak old man, and I made a joke. I did a bit about it, where when the cows his guy that normally did all the stuff, it was his fucking. Finally, the guy worked every day, so he only had like one weekend a month, one day on a weekend a month, and he actually lived on the farm to just get away. And of course, it had to be one of those weekends where Tracy and I were working together, and the cows, instead of pumping them full of fucking stuff to make them shit if they're constipated, gotta fucking scrape it out. And he was too weak to do it. Tracy wouldn't do it. Fuck it, I'll put that glove on, and boom, and you had to put all this grease all over, and the glove came all the way up here, and tied a rope with a hard knot around the tail, and Tracy held it all the way over its head to hold the tail back, so the tail wouldn't fucking hit me in the head, whatever. And the whole time I had my hand up that ass. I swore Tracy was gonna go, bing, let it go, ding. I was so fucking. That's the only thing I was scared of. I wasn't scared of piercing this cow's heart, or 2. Don't they have 2 hearts? Oh, it's 2 stomachs. Or piercing anything and hurting it or whatever. I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about that tail coming and go whap right in my fucking head like a lightsaber, and then I would disappear and poof, like a Jedi, and just they decompose so quickly. It's fucking weird. All of them. They just. What is with that? Something must have something to do with the molecules or what is it? Midichlorians. Shit. If I'd have said midichlorians first, it would have been better. See, I called it. I know what a hack is. I know where you're trying to fix things. I'm doing it. It's all on the fly. I did radio for a long time. I won an award, even with my ex-wife. Winner. But nobody knows it, and they won't until I'm dead. That's fine. That's cool. My daughter's just going to go, wow. My dad was cooler than Slash and Axl put together. And then my stepson's going to go, holy shit, it's true. And then my ex-wife's going to go, oh my God, I'm a dunce. And then I'm going to be, this is my Bill Hicks joke of where he, that lady who broke up with him, and then one day, this is an old bit of Bill's, I didn't reference in Whip 115. Like that lady that broke up with me. Well, this is how I feel about it. One day, things are going to change. Where after all the work that I've put in, and one day, she's going to be laying there in bed, and that big, fat, flaccid fucking truck driver, meth head of a husband that weighs 750 pounds is going to be laying on top of her, spilling seed into her as he also pukes into her mouth from all the alcohol that he's been consuming while smoking all that meth. And just over his shoulder, she can see the TV, and it's Johnny Carson. And and he's introducing a new comic, and it's me. I totally butchered the joke, but you get it? That's a Bill Hicks joke from 35 fucking years ago, something like that. Now, yeah, I can tell the same kind of thing. I just twisted it, but I also told you who the author was, you know. Oh my God, I hope it didn't light the wrong end, because that tastes like shit. No, I got lucky. Because I was talking about my Obi-Wan Kenobi. And like I said, I'll always be a Padawan. Holy shit. All right, so I don't know if the other stuff's going to come back. Oh, Doors Band. Oh, Doors Band, yeah. So the guys, yeah, maybe, what's our next rehearsal? It's coming up. I think after this, yeah, this rehearsal, I'm going to be able to, I won't record any video, but maybe at some point I'll be able to, at this point, everybody will be cool with me recording some audio, like kind of like one of my stand-up sets, but I'll do it in a way, hopefully and get some pics maybe from some other people that'll be there, some of these. I'm the only one that's single, I know that. Wait, I think the drummer's single. Drummers are always single. Well, at least, 3/4 of the year. I'm a drummer, vocalist, and bass player. And that's probably why I've been single for 8 years. Now it's definitely the Jesus mushroom stuff. Yeah, because everybody goes, what? No, okay, I was with you until you started doing all that logic shit. I swear to fucking Christ, Leonard Nimoy and what the fuck is his name? The newer Spock. What's his name? Jeremy? Not Jeremy. What is it? Sisto? What is it? Fuck. Sorry. No, that's a different dude. Shit. I'm sorry. The dude with Chris Pine and the newer Zachary Quinto. They both would be standing on my shoulder going, yeah, he's got that shit right. You got that right. Yeah, you got that. Back to Skinner. Doors, yeah. So, yeah, next time, yeah, I'll have some audio at least. Yeah, that's all I want to do. Maybe I won't do video. I'll do some audio and maybe some pics that other people want to take a snap, before we do an actual show. That's why I won't cut my hair and why I'm wearing a hat. I don't want to. We got stuff coming up. I don't want to cut my hair. That'd be stupid. It'd be like going back to the beginning of the Doors, which would be fine, but I want the hair. And pretty soon, I'll be able to tie it back right here like Jon Snow. Snow! Sometimes you can take snow and put it in the devil's anus, and then the devil's anus will want more snow and also more plugs. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking like that. This is a brain. So listen. That's a character that Fez Whatley used to do on the Ron and Ron show. So listen. That's a brain. Sports. Shit, how much time have I got? Fuck, I gotta tell the Teri Weigel story. Oh shit. Alright, so we'll end it on some porn. We did the Star Wars picks, so yeah, this is cool. Eat my ass. Teri Weigel. I can say this story because I know I'm not the only person this has happened to, and it happened on stage in front of a whole bunch of other people. And it happened before that in the studio. I think I told the story before, I'm not sure, but for some reason I got kicked into telling the story. For some reason, I don't know why. Some Padawan of mine, because, Padawans still have Padawans. It sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying. It's like a apprentice of apprentice. The only thing that I'm a fucking Jedi in is a bowling coach. Want to learn some bowling? Come to Wayness. My name is Wayne. I call myself Wayness. I've always called. Dude, I just noticed that myself. It's right there on the fucking screen. I just noticed that. I swear to Christ. Wow. Synchronicities. That's what the whip is all about. Good thing we're live again. Oh my God, this is great. We're killing. This is definitely better than a Fluffy special. Holy shit, every whip is. Fluffy? What's Fluffy? I don't know. It's somebody that can't tell a fucking joke in the first fucking 5 minutes of a special. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I don't like putting so supposed comedians down, but whatever. Teri Weigel story. Teri Weigel. So in this house, my first boom, 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 boom. Speaking of masturbation, speaking of rubbing one out, Frederick's of Hollywood. She was the big model, like Kelly LeBrock. That's what she looked like, kind of. Still does, in a way. And yeah, she still does. They could still pass for sisters. But she was like the main model for Frederick's of Hollywood catalogs, because a certain person in this house back when I was a kid used to get those. And I sometimes came home from school earlier than she came home from work, and I would, oh, what's this? And oh, look what I have. Oh my God. Ooh. Anyway, jump a decade later, she's gone from that and tried some real acting, but then of course went into porn, and I saw a few of those. I don't know how. Back to the VHS, and then what? 98, 99. She's also, of course, because porn stars at that point would also do rounds across the country of going to strip clubs in big cities to promote do a striptease, make money, and also promote their new porn film or whatever. You know how it worked. Used to. I don't know if it does anymore. I don't go out anymore. Like I said, I'm on Bumble. I'm on Facebook dating, and I can't get a match. And that's not a joke, dudes. I don't get it. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's my area code. I don't know. I'm trying. Anyway, we got to get Teri Weigel, porn star, all of a sudden. She's going to be somehow it's come up between a talk show host in 99 that I work with named Mike Church, and my roommate was his producer, and he worked at night, and he was actually one of the better talk hosts that they brought in after they destroyed our radio station. Like him and Ed Arnold were the two best that they brought in, and Mike worked nights, and we had told stories. We were the same age, and we drank together at a few things, and we talked, we got to know each other. And we had mentioned somewhere along the line about Teri Weigel being a jerk out, one of our first room out sessions. Catalogs. It's fuck Sears catalogs. Our moms had fucking Frederick's Hollywood. And then he comes to me and goes, dude, Teri Weigel's going to be a guest on the show. She's in town, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit, so you want to come in? And he worked at night, and I didn't work at night. And like I said, my roommate was his producer, and because when he worked at night, there was nobody in the building to let them in. So I let them in, her and her husband, and immediately I give her a shirt, a Mike Church shirt, and she, just to have, but right there, she takes her clothes off and then puts it on. Like, oh, look, I got a show already, and we're not even on the air. And then I take her into the studio, and there's a commercial break. I introduce her and her husband and she's high and drunk, and we're not yet. And he is too. And I introduce them, and then I show her her seat right here, and there's a microphone, and here's your headphones, and here's the volume thing, and I show it down here. And as soon when I go down here to show her the volume of the headphones, if you want to adjust it, she grabs my head and shoves it into her crotch. I go, what? Wait, we're gonna go on the air soon. We gotta go. Sorry, and I don't want to stop it. I have to. I'm actually doing my job, and I'm not even getting paid. I'm doing this. It's not even my time. No, it is my time. It's always my time. But it's obviously a good time. So, like, whoa, anyway. So then, for the last hour and a half, she's on his show, and she's got to get dumped a bunch of times because she's a little bit messed up, and Mike's not, and his producer, my roommate, is not in the control room, but I might have had some drinks in the control room, just sitting there watching, and laughing and going, holy shit. And so then, anyway, I'm trying to get this over. I'm not going to finish at 1:30, am I? I'm not. Nope, we're done. All right, we're going to 1:45. So, you're enjoying this anyway, so I'll slow down. Now I got to pee, though. Fuck. I got to pee before I can finish this. You know what? No, I can do it. I can do it. Shh. You're a professional. Yeah, of course I am. Did I mention the Patreon page? It's in the link. All the links. So, anyway, she's got to get dumped a bunch of times because it's on the air. Dumped because of language from being a little inebriated that she showed up with as. And then invites us all to the strip club that night for her show. And, of course, we go, yeah. And Mike wants to drink. I'm already drinking. So my roommate, you're driving. You don't drink. Yeah, let's go. So we go down there, and we have some more drinks. Luckily, we had the designated driver, the F&F. Oh, did I mention fisting the cow? Oh, I didn't finish fisting the cow. That's right. So, yeah. Yeah, and I did the joke. Yeah, I did. Okay. So now, back to Teri Weigel. I can't remember the strip club in Miami. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I need a drink. So, we're sitting there watching the show, the regular show, whatever, and it's a full house. And we're just there just to enjoy the show. We don't realize we're going to get fucking invited on the stage. Especially to do what happened in a club of alcohol and drunk dudes in a stage where it turned into a sex show. Oh, I blew the lead. So, show's going on. Well, by the time his show was over, they left or whatever, and her show was late. But yeah, we were there for a bit. I think Mike and I had maybe 3 beers and a couple of shots, because my roommate was driving. You smart bastard. He didn't feel as poopy the next day, obviously. All of a sudden, now she's finally up there after they do the whole thing, because she didn't come on until a little bit later. And so we're already buzzed, and she comes out and she does her thing. She does like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden she mentions Mike's show, and she was on the show earlier in the night, and this and that, and she invited him and his producers here, and they're coming up on the stage. Now, when we're the 3 of us are in the fucking back, and we're like, the fuck? Is this real? What the fuck? And like I said, Dave is like, what? And they end up, and some of the bouncers come over, yep, and they, like it was planned. We go up there, and she's got cupcakes. Am I still recording? Am I still on? Yeah, where am I? 1:33. Yeah, I do this at 1:45. What do I have to worry about 1:45 for? What am I worried about? Oh, peeing. So we go actually on the stage, and we're all standing there, and Mike and I are still going, all 3 of us, what the fuck's really happening? She's, da 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 da, and these boys, and they had such a good time, and they showed me such a good time. Anyway, she lays down this thing, and she has cupcakes. Somebody brings out some cupcakes, and each one of us she's going to put one right there on her pie. She's going to put a cupcake on her pie, and we have to go eat it. And Mike's a married dude. He's like, wait, what? My roommate's like, nah, man. And I was like, I'll go last. You guys decide. And she's still talking about. Mike goes up, blah, blah, and she just grabs his head, blah, 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 and just basically it's just this fucking cake in the face, but with the pie. Didn't mean that, but that's how it did. I just wrote Teri Weigel story. That's all it's written. That's all the bullet point. All this is coming. Everything else has been off the top of this fucking Houston Astros hat head. So, and then my roommate goes, and he was just like, but she's still fucking shoved her fucking, and she's got a pierced hood. and she still shoved it in his face and smeared it all over. So all of us are gonna come out there, and so then it's my turn. And when she does me, she really smears it in. I'm like, this is my second time, and now I can enjoy it. But no, this is wrong. I'm freaking out. I'm thinking the fucking crowd is gonna fucking freak out. Drunk dudes. This is a sex show. This is not what's supposed to usually happen. At least many handfuls of times I've been in the strip club. I've never seen this shit, and now I'm in the middle of it. This is worse than the bachelor party thing. Because she's got nothing on underneath. She doesn't have any panties on. That's part of the story. And when she does me, she really slams my face into her vulva. And then just really, and as she's still with a microphone, la la la, and doing this with my head and really smearing. At one point, just because she's doing that, and I'm trying to stop, I'm trying to breathe because I don't want fucking cupcake up my nose. I'm trying to get away. And she's fucking, and it hurt like the bachelor party thing where they grind on you. And her fucking ring gets caught on my tooth. So then at that point, it kind of feels weird because then I have to grab her and go, don't move anymore, because I feel like if she moves again, and I'm going to be not only cupcake, it's gonna be the red velvet. The wrong kind of red velvet. I'm like, no. And, whatever, if she's just, that's her time. I'm not going to freak out. But if she's injured and she's, so I'm trying to hold on. And it's kind of funny because, wow. Just in that other room, first time, 10 years later, oh, it's right there. Don't let go. But no, it's not because I have to let go. It's because I don't want you to be hurt. That's the true fucking story. I thought she was going to go, and I was going to get, and then, but either way, it came undone in a second. It wasn't like it was forever, well, it was, but it came loose. Yeah. And then still, it looked like pie in the face, and it literally was a pie in the face. That was a bit, apparently, obviously, the joke, literally got a pie in the face. But it started out as just a cupcake. It started out as a Padawan and ended up as a Jedi pie. Just made that up too. Where are we at? There's the Teri Weigel story, and I went ahead and said the name because I know my story. There's probably 7,500 podcasts out there that have a similar story, and I'm just late to the party. But I'm able to hold off because I hold on to those butt cheeks to make sure that they don't wiggle too far and, pain is induced. All right, did I get everything? Oh, I wish I could remember. I'm going to make it sure. Yeah, I showed all the rainy stuff. Let's get the fuck out of here because, oh my God, I really, really have to go pee. So, what are we at the time? Can we do this at 40? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got a minute and a half left. All right, let's breathe, everybody. Let's do a little Ari Shaffir thing, a little yoga. Jew. That's right, I was talking about Jew. Everybody thought, you're Jew. That's the name of his fucking special. You ever see Jew? I told you there's no ads on the whip. But I talked a lot about Ari Shaffir. Oh, remember, like I said, yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, remember, whips, get out there. Tell Ari Shaffir he needs to be a guest on the whip. E.T., mushrooms, Bennington. Just tell him, I can't be the only one. Oh, I have been. It's a one-man show. Oh my God, I gotta pee. I just want to make it to that 1:39. What do we got? 2 minutes. Right. We got a good closer. What do we have? What do we have for a closer? Oh, thank God I had one open. Oh, speaking of Ari, yeah, remember, speaking of that, one time in many whips ago, Ari inspired me peeing on the whip. It all sounds sexual, but it's not meant to be. This is all innuendo. Tubes of you. He did it on the Rogan podcast a few times. So there was one time where I sat right here and I did a really good imitation of Ari, making water while being live on a podcast. That's what I did. And like I said, went on, and then I came across Skeptic Time. Like, holy shit. We do the monologue sort of thing, but I do the whole thing as a monologue unless I have a guest, or I do both. Oh my God, this is good. I'm almost done. All right, I get to hit the close really fucking soon. How about right fucking now? Yeah. Watch James Corbett, Corbett Report, Jimmy Dore Show, Russell Brand, Kim Iverson, The Revolutionary Blackout Network, and others. But look for yourself. I'm just a fun babbling lecturer, dabbler. Remember Raul Neo, AK1. Sorry, ran long. Had to bump comedian Doug Stanhope again. Thanks, Gary. Whew. Daddy loves you. Messing with my peoples. That's what I'm talking about. Glad you were here.